Welcome to Tales by Tyrell, where timeless tales come to life. Today's story is a magical journey about wishes, greed, and a powerful lesson hidden beneath the waves. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into The Fisherman and His Wife. Once upon a time, by the edge of the sea, there lived a poor fisherman and his wife. They stayed in a tiny, broken-down hut made of mud and straw. The fisherman was humble and kind, while his wife was always complaining. She wanted more comfort, more riches, more power. Every day, the fisherman went out to the sea, cast his net, and hoped for a good catch. One day, as the golden sun rose, the fisherman cast his net and pulled it back, only to find a surprise. He had caught a shimmering golden fish, unlike anything he had ever seen. But this was no ordinary fish. The fish spoke in a soft, pleading voice. "Please let me go. I'm not just a fish. I'm an enchanted prince. Spare my life and I'll grant you any wish." The fisherman, shocked but kind-hearted, let the fish swim away. He didn't ask for anything. He went home feeling peaceful. But when his wife heard the story, her eyes lit up, not with joy, but with greed. "You foolish man," she cried. "Why didn't you ask for something? Go back. Tell that fish we want a better house." Reluctantly, the fisherman returned to the sea. The waters had turned a little darker and the sky looked gloomy. He called out, "Oh magical fish, in the sea so blue, my wife has sent me back to you. She doesn't like our poor old shack. She wants a house. Can you give that back?" The fish appeared and said, "Go home. She now has what she asked for." And truly, when the fisherman reached his hut, it was no longer there. In its place stood a cozy little cottage, neat and warm. But happiness didn't last. A few days later, the wife looked around and scoffed. "A cottage? I want a palace." Again, the fisherman went to the sea. The wind was stronger now. The waves were restless. He repeated the rhyme, and again, the fish granted the wish. Now they lived in a grand palace with golden walls and servants. But still, the wife was not happy. "I want to be queen," she demanded. The sea was angry now. The sky roared. The fisherman, trembling, asked the fish again. This time, the fish said only, "Go, she is queen now." She sat on a throne, wore a crown, and ordered everyone around, including the fisherman. But it still wasn't enough. Soon she shouted, "I want to be the ruler of the universe. I want to command the sun, the moon, and the stars." The fisherman hesitated. His heart was heavy. The sea had turned black. The waves rose like mountains. Still, he went to the shore and whispered the words, fearing the worst. There was no reply. Only silence. He waited. And then, from the deep sea came a voice, cold and final. "Go back to your hut." And when the fisherman returned home, the palace was gone. The throne was gone. Everything was gone. There, once again, stood the old broken-down hut, just as before. The wife sat on the floor, stunned, staring into nothing. Their greed had taken them all the way up, only to bring them back to nothing. And so, the fisherman and his wife lived the rest of their lives in that small hut, quietly, with nothing left to wish for, because they had learned. Greed never leads to happiness. Be grateful for what you have, before it's all taken away. If you like the story, like, share, and subscribe to Tales by Tyrell for more magical stories with powerful messages.